Hey, this is Brian Kurtz coming back at you with our next episode of Short Refinance Bootcamp, our special series where we talk about what you need to be thinking about and factoring into your equations if you are hoping to write the principal balance, the amount you owe on your mortgage down, and stay in your home and not have to sell it through a short sale. Okay, this episode is probably going to be the most important episode in the entire series. And the reason why is because there are a little bit of different things you need to be factoring into when thinking about getting a short refinance versus getting a short sale approved. Short refinance is pretty much nothing more than a short sale with the twist. And here is the twist. Number one, you have to convince your lender that, hey, I know you guys all do short sales, and part of the short sale means the house is sold and I'm moving, and you won't allow me to sell it to my mother or my cousin or my sister or my brother. It has to be an arm's length transaction, not to a family member, somebody that I don't know, that's not going to rent the house back to me. So I know that you're in that mentality, but hey, let's do this. I'm going to refinance the house instead and stay, but give you less money than I owe you. That is kind of a hurdle that the negotiators on the bank's side have to overcome. Very strange concept to them, but it can be done, as we have seen in numerous examples all around the nation. So, being said, here is the second twist, and that is that you need to get new money. There has to be new money coming into the transaction. You have to be able to qualify for the new financing, or pretty much all your hopes are dead. So, I know that we all see the furniture commercials on TV all the time. Every single weekend there's some new sale, and there's some reason why we have to rush in to take advantage of the sale now, because the sale will soon be over. And we all write that off because we all think, oh my gosh, next week there's going to be another sale that's even better than this one, and we're going to go to that sale and we're just going to slit the furniture store's throat. You see that sale next weekend and then you just do it all over again. Unfortunately, you need to clear that concept out of your mind, and you need to be willing to take massive action, because the fact of the matter is, once you start going down on payments, that makes it very, very hard to get the money to come in. So even if I can, or anybody else that you're working with, if you're not working with me, you're working with somebody else that specializes in doing this, whoever your negotiator is, even if they can negotiate the balance down on your mortgage, if they can't find a way to get the new money to come in to pick you up, then like I said, all your hopes are dead. So, that being said, let's start thinking about what you are going to be needing to factor in considering your new financing. Most likely, your new financing is going to be coming from a government-backed FHA secure loan. Now, this particular loan is actually a government-backed bailout, foreclosure bailout loan in disguise. Right now, as we sit here and speak together on the show, the Senate and the House and the President are all arguing over basically an expansion of this bill. It is going to pass eventually, because politicians, it's an election year right now, 2008, while you're watching this. I mean, it might be 2010 when you're watching this, I don't know. Problem's probably going to continue through 2010. So, the fact of the matter is, though, that the powers that be, right now it's an election year, and nobody wants to be the one voting against keeping people in their homes. So the fact of the matter is, probably legislation is going to pass to expand FHA Secure, which is a government-backed foreclosure bailout assistance loan program. But right now, as it stands, let me tell you, if you need help now, and possibly in the future, this is what you're going to need to be thinking about. FHA Secure program has two caveats to it. First of all, you can get it done if you're not behind on payments. Anybody who's not behind on payments and wants to have an FHA Secure to bail them out and can get the principal balance negotiated down on their home loan can go ahead and get one. However, you can also get it if you are behind on payments on the mortgage, current mortgage. However, here is the catch to that. Okay, there is a catch that doesn't apply to everyone. So, if you have a home mortgage and the payments have adjusted up, so you were in an adjustable rate mortgage, whether it was a standard ARM, 3-5-year ARM, whether it was a pick a payment option, what do they call it, pay option ARM, or a negative amortization mortgage, or an interest-only mortgage, any of these mortgages that had 3 or 4 or 5-year introductory thingy-majiggy, creative, exotic terms, and then those payments change. If that's you and the payments have gone up and you have fallen behind on payments because those payments have adjusted up, then even though you're behind on payments, the government-backed FHA Secure program will be there for you. However, once again, we'll talk a little bit more about how they pare it down even more. Staying on topic though, if you do not have an adjustable rate mortgage, then you fall behind on payments. Currently, as the law stands, that program's not there for you. So if you're just on an FHA, or not an FHA, just a standard conventional loan that's 30 years, fixed rate mortgage, payments not going up, not going down, everything's staying exactly where it is all the time, every single day, payments same, as steady as the sun rises, then here's what you need to be thinking about. If you fall behind on payments because, I don't know, job got cut, or pay got cut, or overtime got cut, something got cut to cause money that's coming in to not be coming in soon enough to be able to pay the bills. If you fall behind on payments, you will not qualify for that particular loan. Once again, I'll put a little asterisk star here. If you are watching this video later on in 2008 or further down the line, you may want to make sure you catch up on some of my more current videos. Reason being is that policy could change at any time, and possibly they could be like, look, FHA is bailing everybody out, everybody. You know, if you're behind on payments, don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. So make sure you get the most current information on whether or not you can get a refinance if you are behind on payments. But as things stand, you can get a refinance on payments as long as, if you're behind on payments, as long as that payment has adjusted up. If it hasn't adjusted up and you have fallen behind on payments anyway, it's not there for you. Which means, once again, back to my major point, you need to be proactive on getting this taken care of. Contact somebody to start working with them before the payments are starting to go late. All right, now, let's jump back. I told you, even if, let's say, you had a payment that adjusted up. Once again, let's say in our example, we owe $150 with New Century. Payments are adjusting up on that loan and we can't afford it. We're behind on payments. Now, if you are behind on payments and you are either 30 or 60, you've only missed 2 payments in the last 12 months, you still can qualify, as things stand right now, for a 97% loan to value loan on your home. So once again, if you owe $150 and the house is worth $100, you can get about 97% of that, or they'll just say $97,000. You're going to subtract off your closing costs, which are about 8.5%, 9%, something like that, especially if you're behind on taxes or you have taxes due, anything. And the net amount of money going back to your bank, New Century, when the new financing is placed, is about 90 grand. That is a lot easier than perhaps, say, if you were only able to qualify for a 90% loan to value, correct? I mean, let's see, and that's what happens if you are 3 payments behind. If you've gone 90 days late on the mortgage or missed 3 payments in the last 12 months, you can only get a 90% loan to value, which means if you owe $150 but the house is only worth $100, you can only get a loan for $90. You subtract out another 8.5%, then the bank's walking away with $72. It's easier to get the bank to say, yes, we will go ahead and do this if they're walking away with about 90 than if they're walking away, with 82. So that being the case, it is very important that if you can, you contact somebody to start working out a solution before you go behind on payments. If you are already behind on payments, you better start finding a solution when you go 30 days late, because the process is 8 weeks. So if you call when you're 90 days late and you can't afford to make the payments, even if you let's say you contact me, we get all the documents done, I submit the package about 5 days later, it's 8 weeks and you will have missed that 4th payment, which will kill your chances of getting a short refinance done. Now you're down to short sale, which is better than a foreclosure, but there is really no hope at that point in time for staying in the home. So the longer you wait, the more difficult it is for me or whoever's doing this for you to do their job. The sooner you take action. In this particular case, it's not a furniture sale that's going to be another one every week and we're just telling you, you've got to rush. There's a real reason why you need to be proactive and get some results now and take some action, so that if you want to stay in the home and you want to apply for a short refinance and you think it's a good program for you that you are going to be able to qualify for, then you can go ahead and get it done. Be proactive, take steps right now. Once again, we'll see you next time on our special edition of the Short Sale Show, where we're recovering Short Refinance Bootcamp.